All right, beloved, another quick video of reflections of anecdotal past of your necromant, spectromant, spiriodemonic, accoutrement friend of the internet, Thawada, right? So, we have gone back to the Olympian powers. We have renamed the sun, Todd's son Horus. We have renamed the king of hell, Pluto. Rhinowan, right? We did all these things. We have brought to you the most socially conscious form of hate there ever was. The Zodiac. I can hate you 12 different ways from the center. Out of 360 degrees, hate you. 365 different ways, right? Or 360 different ways. Something like that. Because of degrees, something. Anyways. Socially conscious hate, right? That you could bring everywhere. Right? Because hate is a right of humanity. Hating, right? Love hate. Gotta love to hate. That's his life. Wait till you find out the funniest thing is all the misguided sex, the getting in butts, the females you knew you were never going to stay with, the uggos, the muffin tops, the grenades you hopped on, the naughty things you did with people's wives. They would have never done anything with you ever unless they were married and tired of the motherfucker. Capitalization, right? This is a life to do those things in, guys. I'm just telling you. Because when you're in hell, all bets are off. And the parameters are pretty much simple. You follow the laws, right? Wait until you find out all that is actually failed family planning. Weird, right? Because you can make families out of anything. My dad taught me you can make families out of other people's families. You just get in there and get in the middle of it all, you know? He was famous for that. He taught me that the old-fashioned way by dropping it on me in my youth. Love that shit. Hey, there's no rhyme or reason why you ought to be a certain way, right? Except for things that are socially conscious or not, right? Maybe that's what we're moving toward. Recognizing these things, right? And either gravitating toward the things that are good for us and beneficial for us or not. You know, I'm still on that hating AI because AI is taking everybody's jobs, guys. It's today keeping me from getting a job criminally because it's criminal to keep people from getting employment because technically that's defamation. Keeping me from employment by using technology to slander me, to make me look a certain way against a screen of other people that I would be, because of experience, just disqualified. I think that's technological slander. I believe it's a witchcraft in and of itself where there is no problem to make someone look as if they're a problem, right? A false witness. AI is a false witness. AI cultivates you based on the things they ought not to cultivate. We know in America they really can't cut you out of a job because of your criminal history. Then why are they looking at it? We need to look at all these things that we're not going to hold against you, even though every other system, and the system we hold in the legal system, everything is held against you, right? The culture is going to change, guys. Everybody's waking up to it. It's a craft of its own, and it's getting discarded. We know it. We know it. We can see it. People don't want narcissistic people in their lives that just take advantage of them, make everything transactional. That's not what this life is. That's what a machine does. A machine's transactional. A business is transactional. A corporation is transactional. Do you want to cheapen life by transactionality? We all need to transact to live. But that should be in an area. It shouldn't be the permeation of the existence. It shouldn't be the permeation of the response in humanity. We have turned humans into returning values like a machine, like they're obligated to return a value. We're not fucking obligated to turn a value for you fuckers. You guys know that. That's what the whole farce is for. To get us to turn a value for you. The next thing coming is a mental revival. That golden age where a lot of people got in the wavelength that cut out the wavelength that hijacked them. We know that's coming, guys. The intuition is what gets it, guys. Work with the moon. Work with your zodiac. Work with the Kabbalah. That's the thing that God is many different things. It is a polymorph. And it has given us many things to look at where to derive things from, right? To add value in your life, you have to look at those things that actually have power, the things you can see. It's what you see is what you get. Do you get things you don't see? How do you bring those things in? You have to have a power greater than thyself, right? It has to be something that brings it in, right? We know life is all brought in by the sun. We can't function without it, right? The moon, too, if you really want to think about it, because the tidling, the tides, right? All these things, they work as powers that are greater than thee to bring things into the manifest. Because the sun brings the things in daily. The moon brings the things in daily. The earth brings the things in daily, right? We ought to give them honor, right? So double honor, right? To the earth, Gaia Geb Malkuth, right? And the sun, Tod's son Horus, Ra, right? Shamash, Chama, any of the names, right? They're all good. Labna Yarak Luna, right? The moon, right? And the other things. You can go to Mars. If you want to be a combat professional, you go to Mars for it. Martial arts, right? You want to be great at chemistry, you go to Mercury. Right? Certain things you go for the feminine and masculine aspect of Mercury and Venus. There's masculine and feminine aspects to each mind, right? Each mind. Each of these God minds, right, have certain traits that they bring into the existence. They're waveforms. Those planets put out waveforms that create things here, just like the waveforms in light that come out of the ball above us, the sun. Not are all the same thing. Different celestial bodies, different actions, different aspects, right? Life-giving is predominantly of the sun. The upper mind, right, the things that are above the earth, the mind, right, the body is the brain is above the body, right? That's why they keep showing you the waveform, the body. The body is the antenna, right? The waveform where you get access to it through being on the earth, geolocated, right? And being a container for the spirit, which is an antenna of its own for other energies. The aspects, the gods, the planets, which radiate down into us. Right? You guys haven't figured that out. That's how we get our power. Our understanding. The higher mind to create comes from the creative power itself, which is why we break the Sephiroth down into it, because that's exactly the emanations thereof. Astrology is never left, because it is the actual description for the makeup of humanity, right? And how it plays out, right? Just some thoughts. There, beloved.